everybody. Welcome back to Let's Talk Kentucky. I'm Sherelle Roberts. We're here with the Let's Talk team, and our guest at the table is Mario Maitland from the What's Next podcast. Welcome to the table.
Welcome.
So, Mario, you have your own podcast, and I feel a little bad, though. You're very used to interviewing and being interviewed, but not by four crazy old ladies.
Don't say that.
So hang on in there with us. But tell us about your podcast and how it all started, because it's such kind of a fun backstory.
It is a crazy story. Started at University of Kentucky. I was a student going through my last year. Last semester, I decided to take a podcast class and said, you know, what the heck? You know, let me try that. I'm interested in podcasts. I did that. So for the final podcast, I had to create a podcast. Final project, create a podcast. I made What's Next podcast, decided to keep it going, and then I'm here now. I'm about almost 2 years in, so.
That's so cool.
That is amazing. And so I love this because you were a history major.
I was a history major.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Very, very interesting, but I think it correlates to what I do now, because history is a lot of storytelling. You tell a lot of stories, and you write and you read. It's a lot of storytelling, so it's very, you know, relatable to what I'm kind of doing now.
Yeah, I got one more question for you now. I'm so into it. Yeah. Okay, so what is your show like? Like, what types of guests do you have on there? What are you doing on the show?
We try to make it laid back and make our guests be as comfortable as possible. We don't necessarily look like the ordinary podcast. We don't have, you know, these mics or anything like that. We just use lav mics and kind of keep it casual. We also don't have our own studio. We go to our guests' element. We go to wherever they're located.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so if we're interviewing someone like, you know, Chris Livingston, we're gonna do it actually in, you know, the basketball facility where he plays, the University of Kentucky. So we just kind of, you know, mix it up, try to make it a little bit different for, you know, each episode.
Very cool.
That's really cool. They didn't have a podcast class when I was
Yeah.
They were like, what's a podcast?
I was gonna say, they have a lot of different classes now. I mean, film classes, podcast classes. I mean, UK kind of lays it all out for you.
That's great.
Cool.
Who are some of your inspirations?
Yeah, so inspirations, you know, this is still kind of new to me. You know, I didn't think I was going to be a podcaster, you know, going into the University of Kentucky, but I would say like inspirations. Some of my guests have become my inspirations, right?
That's
cool. So basically, having, you know, building a relationship with some of my guests, you know, they've become mentors to me, and it's been a whole cool process, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm 2 years in. I got my own radio show now, so I'm kind of excited to see what's for the future.
Now, it looks like one of the people. Did you interview Matt Jones?
I did. That was yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday. You know, I opened up. This is our 3rd season now. Me and Matt Jones, you know, knocked out an episode, did it at his house. It was a great production, and I'm excited for it to come out, to be honest.
That's awesome.
Oh, we're breaking news.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of the biggest challenges you faced as a podcaster and radio host?
Challenges, I would say, probably balancing time. Being able to I've never been this busy in my entire life, to be honest with you guys. But so, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how to have time for my friends, my family, my girlfriend, all of that. So balancing time is probably the most challenging part right now. I'm producing 2 shows, so I'm about to drop another show. So I would say balancing my time. Yeah.
So, who are some of your guests that are going to be coming up for season 3?
Yeah, season 3, we just knocked out Matt Jones, like you said. We got Zion Childress, a member of University of Kentucky's football team.
Right.
Yep. He's coming on. And then I don't want to spoil too much.
We want you to spoil it. Spoil it.
I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, we have a few local business owners coming on. Wing King, if you guys are big fans of Wing King, the owner of Wing King is going to come on for an episode. So like I said, I try to mix it up. I try to get, you know, athletes, entrepreneurs, musicians, whatever the case may be, and you know, change it up a little bit.
That's awesome.
That is so fun.
Thank you, guys.
Good for you.
You know, I was so interested in you, and I wanted to have you come on the show because I was like, look at this young man just out here following his dreams. You're just doing such a good job.
I appreciate it.
We're so proud of you. So if folks want to listen to the podcast or tune in, what can they do?
We're available pretty much everywhere you look. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If you don't have time to watch a full episode, we put them out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, of course. TikTok's a popular thing now. But yeah, we try to put them out everywhere.
Okay, very good. Well, Mario Maitland, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you
We
guys
really
for having me. It's been a
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thanks for being
Thank you.